There is a reason you clicked on this message today. Out of millions of videos, millions of voices, and countless distractions, your heart was led here. That is not an accident. Heaven often whispers before it shouts. And today, if you are willing to listen, your spirit may hear exactly what it has been waiting for. I am Archangel Gabriel, a messenger of the Most High, and I come with a message of hope, comfort, and divine encouragement. For many days, perhaps even many years, you have carried burdens that no one else could see. You smiled in front of people while quietly fighting battles within your heart. You prayed when everyone else gave up. You trusted God when circumstances told you to surrender. You kept believing even when there was no visible evidence that anything was changing. There were nights when you cried yourself to sleep. There were mornings when you woke up exhausted before the day had even begun. There were moments when you asked, "Lord, are you listening? Have my prayers reached heaven? Have I been forgotten?" Listen carefully. God has heard every single prayer you have prayed. Not one tear has fallen unnoticed. Not one conversation you had with God has been carefully treasured before His throne. Even when heaven seemed silent, God was working behind the scenes. You judged your life by what your eyes could see, but God was working in places your eyes could never reach. Every closed door protected you from something you were never meant to enter. Every delay prepared you for something greater. Every disappointment strengthened your faith for the blessing that is now approaching. Many people think miracles happen instantly. Sometimes they do, but often miracles grow quietly. A seed remains hidden beneath the ground long before anyone sees the first sign of life. That hidden season does not mean the seed is dead. It means the miracle is developing. Your life has been in that hidden season. You wondered why others seemed to move ahead, appeared successful, while your faithful prayers seemed unanswered. Do not compare your journey. God writes every story differently. Some blessings require preparation because they are too great to be entrusted to an unprepared heart. You have been learning patience. You have been learning humility. You have been learning endurance. None of it has been wasted. Even your greatest disappointments have become part of God's preparation. The pain that almost broke you has actually been building the strength you will need for the future that awaits you. There were relationships that ended. At the time, it felt like your world was falling apart. But God was protecting your purpose. There were opportunities that disappeared. You thought you had missed your chance. But heaven was redirecting your steps towards something better. There were people who misunderstood you. Some criticized your faith. Others walked away without explanation. Do not chase those who left. The people assigned to your next season are already being prepared by God. You have spent enough time looking backward. Today, heaven invites you to look forward. A new beginning is near. This new beginning may come through an unexpected phone call. It may arrive through an opportunity you never imagined. It may begin with healing inside your heart before it appears in your circumstances. It may start with restored peace after years of anxiety. It may come through wisdom that changes the direction of your entire future. However it arrives, know this: It will come at exactly the right time. God has never been late. Human clocks measure time differently than heaven does. When you thought God was delaying, He was arranging details you could never have arranged yourself. Even now, conversations are happening that you know nothing about. Doors are quietly opening. Favor is moving in places you cannot see. People are being positioned. Opportunities are being created. The answer you have prayed for is closer than you realize. Do not lose hope in the final moments of waiting. Many people quit just before the breakthrough arrives. Do not become one of them. Continue praying. Continue believing. Continue walking in faith, even when your emotions tell you otherwise. Faith is not believing, because you can already see. Faith is trusting, because you know God keeps His promises. In the dusty town of Eldoria, nestled between barren hills and a once flowing river that had dried up years ago, lived a man named Elias. At 42, Elias had known loss like an old companion. His wife Miriam had passed away 3 winters ago from a sudden illness. His only son, young Aaron, had left home angry after a bitter argument, vowing never to return. The small farm that once brought joy now lay cracked and fruitless under the merciless sun. Every night, Elias would kneel by the old olive tree behind his house, the same tree where he and Miriam had carved their initials decades ago. With tears streaming down his weathered face, he prayed, "Lord, if you can hear me, I have nothing left. My heart is empty. Bring my son back. Give me strength to face another dawn. Show me that my life still has purpose." His prayers felt like whispers lost in the wind. Neighbors called him the broken farmer. Some pitied him, others avoided him, believing his sorrow was contagious. Elias worked from sunrise to sunset, but hope had abandoned him long ago. One stormy evening, as thunder cracked across the sky and rain finally began to fall after months of drought, Elias collapsed under the olive tree. Exhausted and soaked, he whispered his final prayer. "If this is the end, let it be quick. I'm so tired, God." Suddenly, the rain stopped. A brilliant golden light pierced the dark clouds. The air grew warm and filled with the scent of blooming flowers. Impossible in that barren land. Before Elias stood a majestic figure, tall and radiant, wings shimmering like molten silver and gold. His face was both fierce and kind, eyes glowing with ancient wisdom. "I am Gabriel," the figure spoke, voice resonating like distant thunder, yet gentle as morning dew. "Messenger of the Most High, God has heard your prayers, Elias. Every tear, every silent cry in the night, none have been ignored." Elias trembled, unable to speak. He thought he had finally lost his mind. Gabriel continued, "You have walked through the valley of shadows, but the night is ending. A new beginning is near. Your son Aaron is alive. He carries regret heavier than any burden you bear. But the path to healing requires your faith first. Return home. Prepare your heart. Tomorrow the first sign will come." With those words, Gabriel placed a single white feather in Elias's calloused hands. It shimmered and then dissolved into warm light that spread through Elias's body, easing years of pain in his joints and filling his chest with a strange quiet strength. The light faded. The storm resumed, but softer now. Elias clutched the spot where the feather had been, heart pounding. Was this real, or just a dying man's dream? He stumbled back to his modest home, mind racing. For the first time in years, he didn't cry himself to sleep. Instead, he sat by the window, watching the rain nourish the cracked earth.